just pretended to be dead. There's lots of them here. There's a big family. They've all come out and are foraging for the day. Some of them doing a little bit of grooming. I'm sure the sand is nice and warm, but on high alert as they normally are, especially when you are a small little, even though they're little predators themselves. Many things will want to eat them, like that juvenile African hawk eagle that was flying around within this area. Run, run, run. I wonder how fast dwarf mongoose could run, because they're quick when they want to be. I mean, they haven't got stamina. They're not going to be a long-distance runner, but definitely if they need to get away from something, they can move quite quickly. I wonder if anybody's ever tested their acceleration speed. Listen, to get a dwarf mongoose to cooperate would be quite difficult. Well, that looks like a young little one, a little pup. A couple of them around at the moment. No, it's like they don't seem too sure about us. Most of them have actually moved off of the road. Those ones are watching us with big beady eyes, making sure we don't come any closer. Now they're having a little cuddle, where they'll probably all groom one another. Run, run, run. They're so cute. Another animal that you can just sit and watch for ages. And next time I find a big colony of them, I'm definitely going to get out the car again and sit on the floor and then wait patiently. The only problem is that sometimes it can take 20 minutes before they're brave enough to come out. Well, they're wrestling now. Not missing out on any of the fun. They are too. Playful hippos, playful dwarf mongoose. Oh, that's sweet.
It's the weather.
It's the weather, says Seb. Look at them wrestling with one another. That is very nice to see. We have so much luck today with the playful animals. Now, as they twist and turn into a tumbleweed and bound around, Stanley, you've asked about. No, I don't remember. Oh, if they're quick, yes. If the mongoose are quicker than the squirrels, I think it was quicker. Yes. I have not seen them racing against one another. Oh, actually, no, I talk utter nonsense. You often find squirrels and dwarf mongoose and yellow, red-billed hornbills out on the road all foraging with one another. I would say, in a race, I'm going to probably put my money on the squirrel, to be honest. We can't stop laughing. We cannot take our eyes off of these mongoose, because they are having a wrestling match. And look, we've got someone who's quite interested in the sighting too, not only us. It's the hornbill that I was telling you about. Chase it away. Oh. Has it just pretended to be dead? Oh, that was amazing. I can't. How do I? That is hands down the coolest. That is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I honestly did not know that mongoose did that. I can't keep it together. That is so great. Now they're just going to wrestle right next to the hornbill. Oh my goodness. Look at that. And these must be youngsters. They're very inquisitive by this bird. I don't think the adults would pay them too much attention. Now, I don't think the hornbill's also going to want to eat them. I can't believe that. I cannot believe what we just saw. Really, I'm flabbergasted. I'm now also crying because I'm laughing so. I'm going to do that from now on. Every time I get into trouble, I'm just going to lay on the floor, arms and legs in the air, and then just not say anything to anybody. That was amazing. Rebecca, please tell me you're all giggling away. I've never in my entire life ever seen a mongoose do that. We need to ask Tristan and Brent if they've ever had a dwarf mongoose run up to a yellow-billed hornbill and then pretend to die. We see things like that with snakes often. Oh no, that was really funny. Now, as we look at these these funny animals play around, and I said to them, I was like, I don't think the hornbill's going to eat the mongoose. Nancy, you've just wondered about whether the mongoose would eat the bird. Well, typically mongoose do, and I think I've told you stories, terrifying stories about how the mongoose, yellow mongoose and slender mongoose used to eat my chickens. When I was growing up, they were a nightmare. And so typically some of the bigger species of mongoose will. Dwarf mongoose tend to feed on sort of insects, and they... It's doing it again. That is so cool. Anyways, and they tend to go for things like snakes, some of the bigger mongoose species too. So perhaps eggs, raiding nests, possibly, but not a fully grown hornbill like that. I highly doubt that they're going to go for something like that. Now, the reason why the hornbills and the mongoose have such a great relationship with one another is that as the mongoose are foraging in the grass, if they do miss something, those hornbills will be there to swoop on in and snatch up whatever insect has managed to make an escape. Well, it thought it could make an escape. I can't believe that. Death feigning. That's what snakes do. It's incredible. Like, I'll never forget the story of the... was it a Cape Cobra? I'm just trying to remember what snake it was now, down in the Eastern Cape, when I was training as a guide. One of our students, a foreign student, went out, and she was at the compost heap throwing some animal skins, vegetable skins out on the heap, and there was the snake. I forget which snake it was, and she said she looked at it and she screamed, and she said it died. So she came running back inside, and she told us the story about how she screamed, and then she killed the snake with just by using her voice, and we all obviously had a giggle. We then learnt about reptiles the next day and death feigning. Sebastian, how do I always have the most bizarre sightings? I don't know what it is that attracts the weird things of nature. Oh no, that was hysterical. I hope you enjoyed that as much as me, and I'm sorry that I laughed uncontrollably, but that was not what I was expecting to happen.